Hey everybody, this is Mastery 11. So, calling C++ function. I'm gonna go teach you really fast how to call a function. All right, this is a simple program where it's a summing an addition program. We're summing A and B, 2 and 1 together, so you can and we're summing it and putting out the screen. All right, first we need to know. First, we gotta make a function. A function is very simple. You can make it a double, an int. It's like a variable. Let's call this a tool of the programs, alright? Functions are tools of the program, right? We're gonna make a function so we can do the addition. Alright, we're gonna make this an integer. You can be a double or a string or a float, whatever you want. Function. Alright, inside here we're gonna have two parameters. You can have as many parameters you want for a function. But in this case, since we want to add two, so we're gonna use int a and int b. We're declaring a variable, an integer variable a and an integer variable b. These can be whatever things you want, t, f, or whatever, as long as you can identify them inside the function. All right, we're gonna go a. All right, open up. We're gonna go variable, but inside the function it's like a different code. So you have to call indicate whatever variable you're gonna use. Sorry, we're gonna use variable. All right, integer variable. Alright, now variable equals a plus b. Right now you might not know how I got these values right now, but variable equals a plus b return variable. Alright, whatever results between a and b equals variable. Alright, here's where the calling a function is. Alright, we're gonna go back here in the code. Let's go to the code. Alright, here's the code. Make this a little bit bigger so it's easier to see. Alright, there. Int main, there. You're calling out the two variables with what their value is. We're going to call out this is the calling of a function. To call a function, you have to give it what I like to do is give it a variable so I know what I'm doing. Like int x is going to be whatever function does. It could be an integer, double, whatever. So the variable x is going to be equal to the function I'm calling. It's like a tool. It's like functions are like tools, so you don't have to be like what I put over here in the code. I do not have to introduce it here, so I have to have infinite amount of variables. Like I know what each function does. You can have a limited amount of functions, and I know what to call, when to call it, and makes it a little bit simpler for the code. So enter x equals function. You call the function, the name of the function, and you put the parameters inside. Depending on the function, you need to complete the parameters inside the function. In other words, over here in this function, it's two variables, two parameters, 1 and 2. So I have to fill them up with two parameters, and then in this case a and b. They don't have to be exactly the same right now. I could change these to x and y, no, z and y, and you could just call it z, y here. And these won't change. This is just these variables are just for the function, so the function can identify them. Once you call the function, you put the parameter. Z is going to be equals to a and y equals to b. Alright, c equals a, y equals to b, because that's the parameter. And it calls the function, and whatever happens here calls the x, and we're going to see out the x. So automatically whatever variable is, it's x. Alright, so you guys understand. X equals variable. X equals variable right now because it returned the variable. It function is returning the variable, so x equals variable, and it's gonna see out the variable. All right, let's just do this on the code so you guys can have like a more of an understanding of what's happening. Wait. All right, we're gonna show it on the terminal of the code. All right, go master. All right, ./a.c. And it prints out 3. As you can see to the code, as you guys can see the code, it's supposed to turn out 3 because 2 plus 1 equals 3, so it prints out 3 in the terminal, as you guys can see here. You guys can see here it just prints out 3. So that's like an understanding of calling functions. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is Juan Alvarez from Dish Programming.